Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss the third layer of digestive tract. Third layer of digestive tract is Muscularis Externa. Third layer of digestive tract is Muscularis Externa. What is Muscularis Externa? The layer present beneath the submucosa is called Muscularis Externa. The layer present beneath the submucosa is called Muscularis Externa. In the diagram, we can see that the Muscularis Externa, the layer present beneath the submucosa is called Muscularis Externa. And we see that Muscularis Externa has two muscular layers. First one is inner layer and second one is outer layer. Inner layer is circular layer and the outer layer is longitudinal layer. These both layers are arranged in spiral shape, in spiral manner. These both layers, circular layer and longitudinal layer, are arranged in spiral manner like spring, and these inner layer making spiral structure is made tightly spiral shape, tight spiral form, and the outer layer makes the loose spiral form. The major function of the spiral tight spiral form is it constricts the gut lumen. And the loose spiral form, which has longitudinal layer of muscles, it shortens the gut. Now we will see that the smooth muscles of the Muscularis Externa contains nerve plexus. The Muscularis Externa contains nerve plexus. These nerve plexus are known as mesenteric nerve plexus, or your back plexus. These mesenteric or your back plexus contains sensory neurons, motor neurons, and intermediate neurons. Intermediate neurons. Mesenteric nervous system makes the second component of enteric nervous system. Mesenteric nervous system, nerve plexus, mesenteric nerve plexus makes the second component of enteric nervous system. Enteric nervous system. We will see now the muscles of muscularis externa. Muscular layers of muscularis externa show a phenomena of peristalsis. Peristalsis. What is peristalsis? Rhythmic contraction of the muscular layer of rhythmic contractions of muscular layers of muscularis externa produces waves of contraction in the wall of digestive tube. The wall of digestive tube. What is peristalsis? Rhythmic contractions of muscular layers of muscularis externa produces waves of contractions in the walls of digestive tube. Diagrammatically, we can see that it is esophagus. If a bolus, it's bolus. If the bolus comes in the esophagus, this esophagus constricts and pushes the bolus downward. Like here, you can see. Now bolus is moving downward due to the peristalsis. See, and this is the esophagus and bolus is moving downward. You can see here bolus is at the upper side. Due to peristalsis activity, the esophagus walls constricts and the bolus moves downward. Here you can see the bolus has moved downward, and in the third picture you can see the bolus has also moved more downward. And now we'll see that the muscularis layers of muscularis externa makes the thickening of muscles at specific locations. These smooth muscles thickening are known as sphincters. Now we will see sphincters. What is sphincters? In the digestive tract, circular layer of smooth muscles increase in number and form thick structures at specific locations. These thick structures are called sphincters. What is sphincters? In the digestive tract, circular layer of smooth muscles increase in number and form thick structures at specific locations in the digestive tract. These thick structures are called sphincters. There are 4 sphincters in the digestive tract. Now we will discuss how many sphincters in the digestive tract and what's their name and where they are present. First one sphincter is lower esophageal sphincter. Lower esophageal sphincter. It is abbreviated as LES, lower esophageal sphincter. It is present at the lower end of the esophagus. It is present at the lower end of esophagus. What is the function of lower esophageal sphincter? It prevents the reflex of gastric contents it prevents the reflex of gastric contents into esophagus. In the diagram we can see that this is esophagus and this is stomach, and this one at the lower end of the esophagus is lower esophageal sphincter. It prevents the reflex of gastric contents from stomach into the esophagus. Now we will discuss the second sphincter, which is pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter is abbreviated as PS. The pyloric sphincter, it is located at the junction between stomach and duodenum. Pyloric sphincter, it is located at the junction between stomach and duodenum. What is function of pyloric sphincter? Pyloric sphincter constricts to delay gastric emptying. Gastric emptying, and also provide time for food breakdown in the stomach. In the diagram, we can see the pyloric sphincter. It is present between the stomach and duodenum. This part is duodenum and this is the whole stomach. The sphincter present between the stomach and the duodenum is known as pyloric sphincter. What is its function? It constricts the emptying of gastric juice. It prevents the gastric juice to move outward from the stomach, and it also helps, pyloric sphincter also helps the food to remain in the stomach for a long time for its breakdown. And now we will see the third sphincter. The third sphincter is ileocecal sphincter. Third sphincter, ileocecal sphincter. It is abbreviated as ICS. Ileocecal sphincter. From the name we can see that ileocecal, it is present between the ileum, last portion of small intestine, and cecum, first portion of large intestine. What is ileocecal sphincter? From name we can see ileo, the short form of ileum, and the cecal, short form of cecum. It is present between the ileum, last portion of small intestine, and the cecum, first portion of large intestine. What is the function of ileocecal sphincter? Function: the ileocecal sphincter delay the discharge of small intestine contents into cecum. It delays discharge of small intestine contents into cecum. From diagram we can see that this is small intestine, whole is small intestine, and this is large intestine. Ileocecal sphincter is present between the ileum, this is the ileum portion of small intestine, and this is cecum portion of large intestine. Here is ileocecal sphincter. It prevents the discharge of small intestine. This is small intestine contents into the cecum. And now we will see the fourth sphincter. Fourth sphincter. The fourth sphincter is internal anal sphincter. Internal anal sphincter. It is abbreviated as IAS, internal anal sphincter. Internal anal sphincter is a ring of smooth muscle that surrounds 2.5 to 4 centimeter area of anal canal. It is a ring of smooth muscles that surrounds about 2.5 to 4 centimeter of anal canal. It is a ring of smooth muscles that surrounds about 2.5 to 4 centimeter of anal canal. What is function of internal anal sphincter? It helps to retain the fecal material. It helps to retain the fecal material in the rectum until controlled defecation is possible. What is the function of internal anal sphincter? It helps to retain the fecal material in the rectum, the part of large intestine, rectum, until controlled defecation is possible. From the diagram we can see that this is the rectum portion, and this is anus. Here is present the internal anal sphincter. It prevents or it helps the fecal material present in the rectum to defecate until the defecation control is possible. Okay. What is the function of internal anal sphincter? It helps to retain the fecal material in the rectum until the controlled defecation of fecal material is possible. Okay.